Alright, September 28th, Fremont, Nebraska. Yep, this is the Valley train, Valley to Fremont turn. That's the Valley local. Some of these cars are going to get pushed right into Scolaire. Right now, actually, there's the guy from Scolaire at the switch. Oh, there's a beak hole carrying lumber. Some of these cars, the lumber especially, is going to come to me, my yard. The ARMN boxes are going to go over to BNSF. And some of these tanks, they're going to push over the diamond behind me to the chemical company. So, again, this is the Valley to Fremont local. Just coming into Fremont here. Rail Fanning Adventures. And there is our conductor throwing the switch so they can shove some of the cars in the Scolaire. September 28th, Fremont, Nebraska. Rail fanning before work. Alright, part 2 of the Valley turn doing some work. The conductor got off through the switch, and now they're shoving cars for Scolaire over to Scolaire off the Transcon line. There's that beautiful beak hole, which will be in my yard later today. And here comes Valley's local power back again. Which is 1501. Yeah, lumber cars, one of mine too. The two lumber cars, the beak hole and the TTZX right here, will be shoved to me later on today. Right now there's no room. They just shoved this morning a bunch of cars, and we only have room for so much. So from time to time, the Valley turn will shove the entire train onto the Scolaire siding right there. They'll pull the power off, and then they'll come and get some cars out of the other yard, out of the Fremont yard, and go back to Valley, leaving all the work to be done by the local here. But I'm not going to keep recording these guys because they're working pretty hard today, but we'll get one more good little picture of that beautiful 1501 September 28th Rail Fanning Adventures. And as you can see here, BNSF's locals now shoving cars and delivering to their customers on their side. And the Valley to Fremont local cut off the back end in Scolaire. Scolaire. And now it's getting ready to shove the rest of this into the yard. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont. Alright, September 28th. And we have another westbound stacker coming off the Blair Fremont sub and onto the Transcon. Meanwhile, BNSF's local is working behind me, and the Fremont local is still working in the yard here in Fremont. So there are currently 3 trains moving about at this time. I'm also currently mashing together the first half of today's videos, which is about 55 minutes long. The second half will have this train and the locals working. So yeah, please click that like button, subscribe to the channel. You can also find us on Facebook at Rail Fanning Adventures ! Look for our awesome logo. I can thank Nate for that. Nate designed our logos, Nate and Josh Binnell. Give that like button a click, ladies and gentlemen, and please subscribe. We can continue to grow the channel. There's a 5-pack of 40s that just went by. There's another 5-pack of 40s. Yeah, see, you see a lot of the 40 footers in 5-packs, but you don't catch the 53s like that anymore. There's still a few out there, but mainly the 53s or 3-packs. As like this one here, there's your A, C, and B DTTX. There's another A, C, and B DTTX. A single, and then a 5-pack of 48 footers. A single, a 3-pack of 53s, another single, ooh, we have some Sealands coming. A 5-pack of Sealand. I think they're 40 footers. You can grab a screenshot right there, because that is a fallen flag. Need to get those in O scale. Another 5-pack of 40s. So if you're like me and you like to model on your model railroad what you've seen, you can run them 5-pack of 40 footers, 48 footers, but mainly they're 3-packs of 53 footers. Yesterday I missed a chance to grab a screenshot of some original Burlington Northern well cars with the BN labels on them. There's one of them AOKs in gray. I need one of them in O scale. The Potato is nice enough to grab me a Braun 48-foot well car. We see them out here. They're blue. BRAN is the reporting mark. I'm very excited. I can't wait to get my model railroad up and running. 5-pack of 40 footers to end this Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. All right, September 28th, 2023. Fremont, Nebraska. Just got done work. Decided to stop to have my dinner and rail fan some more for you guys. Got an eastbound coming. eastbound cold drag. And, oh, it's Mid-America, so this is going to Council Bluffs. If you watched this morning's video, I was telling you how Union Pacific will run the cold drags now instead of the Blair Fremont sub because of the grade in the curve where they derailed in Blair. They're running their heavy cold drags now through Council Bluffs, and then if they still got to continue east, they go north up into Missouri Valley and then swing east. So, but this one, MAXX, is Mid-America. It is going to Mid-America there in Council Bluffs, where it will dump their coal. Again, Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Watching UP on the Transcon line. They also reduced speed because the fire department's investigating the smell of gas I reported when I got done with work, right here on the corner somewhere. And I love when you, call and report that you smell the heavy odor of gas, and the firemen come out here and they're like, all we can smell is the pig shit and cow manure from the slaughterhouses. And I'm like, yeah, because I just felt like calling you about the smell of manure. I can't tell the difference between gas and manure. But they must have found something because they're sitting over in Union Pacific's little maintenance away yard with the gas company investigating. I work right across the tracks here, and I gotta tell you, traffic was pretty heavy all day today. So a lot of unit trains of grain, corn, soy, stuff like that. Several stack trains, and at least 5 or 6 manifests. Fortunately, I can't record. It's against company policy to be on the phone while we're operating the heavy equipment that we use. But I figured why not stop before heading home tonight and see if I could get lucky. And the signals were in my favor. And, well, there's a loaded coal drag going right to Council Bluffs. One of the coolest coal drags that come through here is the one for the Fremont power plant. A little less than half of those cars are C&W, original C&W coal porters. So you get to see C&W coal porters on what was the C&W main line. And here comes our rear DPU. Rail Fanning Adventures. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, September 28th, Fremont, Nebraska. There you go. Me! Anyway, we got an eastbound coming through town. It looks like it's going to be a manifest. Yep, eastbound manifest. And it is leaving the Transcon and hitting the Fremont Blair sub on its journey eastward. Now this train started in Bailey Yard. big bunch of graffiti there. Said tomorrow night after work, myself and the potato will be here in Fremont, watching trains. Saturday I have a charity event I'm going to. Sunday we'll be down in Kansas City. Monday back to work. Ooh, what do we got here? Oh, old cargo cars. Maybe we get lucky and catch a fall flag car. Nope. There's another old cargo. Lake Weddington on that Cryotrans. So if you didn't know, Cryotrans and Lydian's cars are named, and you can find the name on the door. Some of them. Places that they do business, people that work for them, celebrities. Oh, this is pretty cool. There's a Ferromax car, box car. That's pretty cool. Yet another car I'm going to have to... Oh, a Progress Rail box car. Yet another box car I'm going to have to get no scale. Alright, here we go. Lake George on that Cryotrans. Jude Sweden on that Lineage. Crazy Horse. Malibu. Here comes our mid-train DPU and the new paint scheme. I'm going to say this is Bailey to Chicago because there's a lot of NS and CSX stuff, and Lycoming Valley, which is back east. Gary Railways, a couple of them. There's the Missouri Pacific. I only have one good fall flag car, that Missouri Pacific box car, beer box. That Progress Rail box car and that Ferromax, that was pretty cool. Again, something we're going to have to get in O scale again. This train is taking Fremont Blair Sub, the former C&W main line. David, if you watch this, here come a couple of your bulkhead flat cars, bud. Doesn't appear to have anything on them. Albanese, maintenance away, gondolas for UP. These are really cool. They have a track on top that the excavator can go back and forth on. Two other pieces of equipment. I think all we need is some stag. Intermodal cars, and literally this train had a little bit of everything on it. There's a fallen flag, and there's Mexico, there's Mexico. Oh, that's now a fallen flag. It is now CPKC. And ladies and gentlemen, our rear view is approaching. Thanks for watching. Okay, September 28th, 2023, Fremont, Nebraska. Got a westbound on the Transcon. Let's see what we got. There's a guy on a bike right. Good thing he made it. Looks like it is a loaded unit train of grain, corn, soy, something. Heading west. On Main 1 on the Transcon. Brand new Trinity Rail cylinders here. Old one, old Pullman. There's the new Trinity Rail. Yeah, Union Pacific is starting to see a lot of new cars on the UP train cars that, trains that mainly have Union Pacific market. There's a new Trinity Rail. Might get lucky, catch an old CNW, a rock. Sometimes do. Most of the time, the UP unit trains don't have any good fallen flag cars. really cool if they did the heritage cylinders like BNSF did. There's no KCS. And that is the end of our westbound grain train on Main 1 on the Transcon here in Fremont, Nebraska. Rail Fanning Adventures. Alright, September 28th, Fremont, Nebraska, after doing a crew change. Waiting for some other traffic to go by. This train finally got moving west, coming off the Blair Fremont sub, aka the former C&W main line, and heading west. Gonna be crossing. Actually, he might be stopping again up here at the crew hut. I believe BNSF is about to cross the Diamond. I can only see the right signal for the Diamond, so let's see what we got. 7079 and 6553. And it looks like it's going to be another unit train of corn, grain, soy. Yeah, another unit train heading west. Maybe we'll get... Oh, there we go. A C&W coming off the C&W. How about that? There we go. Love it when I catch the fallen flag of the railroad on its home rails. And I really like those C&W cars. Become a fan. There's actually, I think it's Gavilon or Scolaire. I'm not sure which co-op it is. Right next to my job here in Fremont. Has a GP39 C&W, still in C&W paint. And the story behind it is that engine was purchased. Yeah, they're stopping here in town. He's got a hold signal on the Diamond. So the story behind that C&W engine is that it literally lived and worked here in Fremont its entire life, from purchase until C&W rolled in the UP, and then it was sold to that co-op. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop this right here, and I'm going to move over to the BNSF side of the house because I think there's signals on, which means we're either going to have a north or southbound, and we got a lot of red showing down there at the Diamond right now. And the gates are going up at the next crossing. Yeah, so I think BNSF, well, it's got to be a southbound coming, because I can see their northbound signal for the Diamond, and that's red. Well, anyway, I'll let you know. You'll see the video, pictures of it here first. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. All right, Rail Fanning Adventures continued with the westbound unit train. Well, apparently I watched them bring a van and a crew out to that train, and it moved from right over where you see the co-op tower is, right? They brought it all the way over to the next crossing, which is right there near ADM, and switch crews again. So apparently they put a crew on there that had just enough time to get the train closer to the building. I don't ask why anymore with UP, but it is what it is. It was a little ridiculous, but what are you gonna do? So we're gonna keep rolling. We actually have a double green right now at the Diamond, which means that there is going to be another westbound appearing any moment now, probably coming off the Transcon. So we'll see what happens, because usually when they light up green like that, you get two trains racing west. There's an old KCS. Again, my name's Rich Bernard. I'm the founder of Rail Fanning Adventures. This train is coming off the Blair Fremont sub, the former C&W main line. It is actually on the crossover track. I don't even know if that one even has a number. So there's a rib track in front of me, and then main 2 and then 1 for the Transcon, which takes Union Pacific through Omaha into Council Bluffs via the original Transcon. And then this train is on what they got when they purchased the C&W. I was thinking that they were going to hold and have a BNSF train either coming south or going north on the Sioux City sub, which crosses the diamond there where the two greens are, because that's usually what happens. And since I had watched them literally drive a new crew out to this train, I thought, hey, maybe we'll have some BNSF action. I was wrong. They put guys in there that had enough time to get it from 400 yards. Now we had one fallen flag so far in the first half of this video. It was an actual C&W, an old Pullman covered hopper, which is cool. I like catching fallen flags on their original rails. Maybe we'll get lucky and catch something else here. Sometimes you get a Missouri Pacific, Western Pacific, C&W a lot. I don't know. It'd be nice if UP did what BNSF did with their cylinders and put a heritage fleet out. They're really cool cars to see. And there is a rear DPU on this pushing. Oh, there's a Missouri Pacific. And we have 6638 bringing up the rear. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont. Alright, ladies and gentlemen of Rail Fanning Adventures. Here comes another westbound off the Blair Fremont division sub, heading west. Got the green light at the diamond, so this might go straight through without a crew change here, possibly. The racetrack is open on the Transcon tonight, and this is an empty coal drag heading west. An empty coal drag heading west. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the empty Mid-America. Empty Mid-America going west. 8336. Ooh, 3339. WPSX are your reporting marks. These are empties heading back west to the Powder River Basin to get loaded. That's where UP and BNSF gets their coal out here. Colorado, Wyoming. He will be heading west on track 2. Most likely going to be passing that westbound grain train that just left, because they got him heading west on the other track on Main 2 on the Transcon. It is now September 29th, ladies and gentlemen. It is after 12. New day, new train. First train of the 29th of September for me. Depending on the signals, this might be my last one for the night. I'd like to get home, get a shower, and get to bed. I gotta work tomorrow. But myself and David, the potato, will be out here tomorrow night, rail fanning. Then I have a charity event on Saturday, and Sunday we will be in Kansas City doing rail fanning adventure things. It will be me, David the Potato Croy, and my beautiful wife Amy Bernard. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out the post on Rail Fanning Adventures ! On Facebook. And if you already are a member of our group, thank you for all your wonderful posts. And let's keep changing the world one smile at a time. We might get a C&W coal porter in this one. If I remember, there's one WEPX train that has a few Union Pacific. Well, they're C&W coal porters. They still have the reporting mark and everything for C&W. Because I believe this is one of the trains that had a derailment. So UP filled in the missing cars with stuff that they had. We might get lucky and catch a C&W coming off the former C&W main line onto UP's Transcon line. Rear DPU is in sight. Well, this was an interesting power lash up in the front. You had UP, BNSF together. Let's see what the rear DPU is. Pacific 8344. All right. Rail Fanning Adventures, September 29th, Fremont, Nebraska. On the Transcon line, the original Transcontinental Railroad line. Alright, the 29th of September, still here in Fremont. New crew arriving. Rail Crew Express, and they're taking them out to what appears to be another westbound that is holding in the yard right there. Can't really get a good view of it on my phone, but that headlight right there is another train waiting to head west. Rail Fanning Adventures. Alright, September 29th, eastbound on a Transcon. Here in Fremont, Nebraska. Let's see what we got going today. Yep. Heading down the Blair Fremont sub on the former C&W main line. Looks like it's an autorad train. Just straight autoracks. This will be the third one today. Third or fourth. Oh, sorry about that. It was time to take off the old work boots and get comfortable in my truck while watching trains. Oh, thank heaven. That's one. Again, this unit train of autoracks is heading east on the Blair Fremont sub, the former C&W main line. There's a westbound on the same track just getting ready to go. I recorded the crew getting brought out to that train earlier. So he should get going any moment now. They haven't dropped the green for him at the Diamond yet, but the lights came on. Yep, it's a mega. Here comes our big train DPUs. Two of them. Basically, it's just two autorag trains combined into one heading east. 5829, 7365. Alright, so in the list of Rich's favorite trains, one, I love coal drags. Unit trains of coal are by far one of my favorites. Two, manifests. You get a little bit of everything on there. Three, it's got to be the autorag trains. I really like seeing just entire trains of autorag cars. I have seen some really cool ones. I've caught a Southern, C&W, Conrail, Grand Trunk, caught quite Southern Pacific, caught Missouri Pacific, caught quite a few Western Pacific, quite a few fallen flag autoracks in my time. I have, speaking of fallen flags, here's a Conrail. Well, at least there was one fallen flag on there. Well, I mean, the KCS stuff is, and Canadian Pacific, those technically now are fallen flags because it's CPKC. There you have it, folks. One gigantic autorack train heading east on the former C&W main line. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, September 29th, Fremont still. And again, coming off the former C&W main line, the Blair Fremont sub for UP. We have another unit train of grain heading west. Tis the season out here. It's harvest season. We are in full swing. Alright, let's see who's up front. 5712 in the new paint. I gotta tell you, I like the new paint scheme. I really do. 8638. That's two tonight that we've seen in the new paint scheme. This one was leading, and one I caught earlier was the lead mid-train DPU. Another unit train loaded with corn or soy or wheat. This is number, I don't even know, 15 or 20 today that have gone by on this line. Again, this is UP's main east-west route. This is their Transcon, their number one east-west route. See if we get a couple fallen flag cars here. Maybe a Missouri Pacific, Western Pacific, something. Something good, I hope. C&W. Some cool graffiti right there. I say that people out here, you know, I don't think people realize that Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, near the heartland, not only do we feed the United States with corn and grain and beef and chickens and turkeys and everything, bison, but we ship corn and grain and wheat and rice and everything around the world via the rails. Very proud of that fact. It's amazing watching these farmers and how hard they work out here. Right now we're starting to harvest, so the boys are working overtime. And it's not just the farmers, it's the drivers driving their corn and soy and everything to the co-ops to get loaded into these trains and go overseas and get shipped around the country. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of employment, just farm industry out here, agriculture. And like I said, this is probably between 15 and 20 of these have gone by me. I mean, this morning I caught a couple, and then I was at work and they were going by, and here's yet another one I captured tonight. These are loaded. And here comes our rear DPU. A535. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska, on Union Pacific's Transcon. Alright, Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska, heading south on the Sioux City sub right now. Got something heading south on the BNSF line. It is the Sioux City sub. Could be crude, coal, a manifest, or a unit train of grain. Or in this case, the stack train from the north part of Fremont. This is going to be all 40-footers from Fremont, Nebraska. Yep. So at the old Cargill Co-op, that's abandoned now, they basically, BNSF built a small intermodal yard on the yard that was for the co-op. And, well, here's the train that comes out of it. They just expanded it. They added 4 or 5 more tracks. And also a couple of tracks to the cement plant that's there too. Again, this is heading southbound on the BNSF Sioux City sub. It will get to Ashland and then swing west to Hobson Yard. One of the cool things that's in this little intermodal yard is the old Cargill engine that they actually used to move these cars, along with a couple of trackmobiles. Another neat feature of that little intermodal yard is the fact that all of their lift machines are from Norfolk and Southern. So BNSF bought a bunch of old, or not BNSF, whatever company is doing this little intermodal yard, bought a bunch of NS like lift, cranes that lift these boxes and put them on and off these cars. One thing I did hear from one of the guys that I used to work with that came from there is that they actually have plans on the new tracks to put an overhead, like gantry style crane that'll have its own track and be able to go from one end to the other, taking the boxes from the middle cars out to the outside, putting them on trailers, so that they don't have to keep moving the strings of cars, because right now they only unload one side or the other, and car storage in the middle they can't get to. So, and here comes our rear DPU. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska, September 29th. Alright, good afternoon, Rail Fanning Adventures members. Rich Bernard, founder of Rail Fanning Adventures, on my way into work. And I believe the Valley to Fremont turn is here working. Beautiful little CNW car for all you fallen flag guys. I got pictures, guys. I got pictures for it. We have a Katie reporting mark, MKT, right there. And I believe there's a Mopac in the mix here. Again, they're shoving cars. I'm thinking everything up to that ARMN box is going to Scolaire right now. I'll be dropping quite a few cars off. Oh, it is a Mopac. Now let's zoom in and get a picture of that fallen flag car. There you go, Mopac. It's very Pacific. And then 1501. Valley's local power. Shoving part of the train into Scolaire here in Fremont. Rail Fanning Adventures. Ladies and gentlemen, the potato is here. There he is, that good-looking guy sitting in my passenger seat.
Oh,
right
hey,
there.
hi, how
Right
you
there.
doing?
Yep.
What's up?
Potato has arrived. We are Rail Fanning in Fremont. It's the 29th. And 5704, the new paint scheme, is leading.
It's clean.
It is very clean, actually. And that, by the way, is a reused number.
And the one behind it is relatively clean. At least the flag's not there.
And we're going to be stopping to do a crew change here in Fremont. And we are lit, as you can see, right there for an eastbound. So this manifest is going to terminate in Bailey Yard sometime this evening or tomorrow morning. But right now they're going to be stopping at the UP crew shed there and doing a crew change. And we actually might have the eastbound's coming. Got that glow of the headlight.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, you see how it's glowing down there? That's the eastbound coming.
Oh, we had lightning.
Yeah, there's been some heat lightning in that left quadrant over there. I used a big word. I'm a little lightheaded right now. Whew. That was like a $20 word on a Friday night. Quadrant. Whew. Oh man, I'm getting sleepy. Oh yeah, so he's coming in. He's gonna stop. They're gonna run the eastbound by him, or they might even stop and do a crew change. Guess what I saw again today? CFX 1032. Now on UP's line, it was coming on the Chicago line, the Blair Fremont sub, which this train's on, the old CNW, and it was going west.
Huh.
Oh, and last night I got a Progress Rail box car again, the blue one with the red diamond that says Progress Rail, and a brand new Ferromax excessive height box car, like the new UPs you're seeing, the yellow ones, but in Ferromax. I got a still photo for you.
You know, Mexican rail.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, myself and David, Fremont, Nebraska, September 29th. We got an eastbound passing to westbound that's doing the crew change here. Right now it looks like a stacker, but don't quote me on that. That can change rapidly. And it is now crossing over to the Blair Fremont sub, the former CNW main line. 5400. Yeah, I saw the weirdest thing. The first half of the train was standard issue 53-foot, intermodals. Then there was 2 DPUs, which means it was the rear DPU of the train and the lead unit of the second train. And then a manifest with 2 rear DPUs on it. I guess for weight and braking.
Interesting.
Yeah, UP does some weird stuff during the day.
So I like how O scale for Lino has and stuff does have scale stackers like this, but I want the 3-pack. I want to get the 3-pack.
They came out with them like 3 or 4 years ago, and never did them again.
Dang.
And they actually did the 5-packs because originally the 53s were 5s, A, B, C, D, and E. And then what happened was, because the intermodal yards, because the trains got longer, they got rid of 2 and broke them down into 3s, and that's your oddball singles that you have. I just had this conversation.
Yeah, there's a
on
single.
on the video.
There's
yeah,
a single.
so like the
There's
DTX,
1, 2,
yeah, it's a 3-pack
3
brake.
4.
Nope, these are 40s. They're not 53s. The 40s, they're gonna be 5-pack. Watch.
2, 3,
4, 5. 5-pack. The 40s are still in 5-pack because they're smaller.
Okay.
But the 53s, because of the length, they got rid of the 5-packs and now they're only 3-packs. There's still a few floating around. BNSF has a couple. And IAIS has a couple. But they're IAIS ones. They only stay on their line.
See, I'd like to get at least a 3-pack, 53-footer.
Look at that weird box.
That is an interesting outline. Oh, they're doors.
Yeah, there were doors on the side.
4 doors. That must be a multi-compartment container then.
I would think so. I would hope so. Other than that, it'd be a waste of doors.
Unless it's one of those boxes that have cars in them, like a Ferrari or something, and they need to access the door, so they have room for the door to open.
Could be.
I've seen the cars shipped in these boxes before. Usually,
yeah, the British send that 3-wheeled car here in them. Yeah.
But even just somebody who's flying in from another country.
Yeah, C-53, right? 3-pack. And you can tell too, because sometimes instead of it being an A, B, C,
yeah,
it'll be an A, E, and F. Because the BC are now single somewhere.
Interesting.
But the 40 and the 48 footers, you still can find in the 5-packs. There's another 5-pack right here. Yeah, I just had this long discussion with people about it. They released why they did that. I read that in the Rail Pace magazine and also in trains.
Okay.
Because of the length of the trains increased, they had to save room somewhere, and the 5-packs of 53s are too big to break down because they're mid-train DPU. So they basically broke down the 5-packs of 53-footers and made them 3-packs, and the oddballs, the doubles, they made into singles. Because when they buy them from like TTX, Trinity Rail, Greenbrier and stuff, they bought them as a 5-pack. But I mean, like, look at the length of this, and it's going to go into Chicago, into that yard, and the yard's yay big, it's not getting any bigger. So they have to be able to break it down somewhere. And that's all it is, just a way for them to save room in these yards, because the yards can't get, instead of just trying to get the land and making the yards bigger, and then having to pay the taxes on whatever, you know, whatever they add.
No, it's well, I have an opinion on that, because we dang on, say for Norfolk Southern, for example, what the frick they did to Altoona. They have all of that land underneath that bridge. They have all of those extra tracks.
Oh, Rose Yard?
They just ripped it out.
They ripped the entire, yeah, the entire eastbound rail yard.
Gone.
Yep.
Why?
Because they
CSX, they completely took their Rockville or yard or something out of Atlanta. They just demolished it, ripped up every track, and moved.
Yep.
Gone. Now it's run through trains only.
Yep. And as you can see, our westbound is still doing the crew change, so we'll get on that when it gets going again, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the westbound continued crew change. There's eastbound coming, so we might not get to see this whole train. Again, it's me and David in Fremont. This train is traveling west, coming off the Blair Fremont sub onto the Transcon line here. After doing a crew change here in Fremont, it will continue to Bailey Yard. That's brand new. CFX cylinder right there. That's a brand new.
We have a crap ton of tank cars coming. Excuse the French.
Yeah, Cargill bought them. Which is funny because they sold a lot of their old stuff. You see the logo sanded off. The Cargill logo. I'll point them out. You'll see them on here.
Oh no, I've seen them. They come in every so often, but here's the bad part. This is how poorly managed it is. The numbers on the side of the car got renumbered when they purchased a new set of cars.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't bother renumbering the top of the car. So when I'm on top loading out and I have to take a photo of the seal and take a photo of the number for their records,
You have to climb down.
the number on the top does not match the numbers on the side.
That's great.
I just found this out.
Well, that would explain why Rescar was re-stenciling the cargo cars now in the yard. Because the top number, remember they were spray painting and then renumbering? That makes a lot of sense.
But even Rescar missed a few, and they did the sides but not the tops. Awkward.
Weird. There's a hiccup. I see his tag on the lot.
You need help there?
Yes,
I'll
please.
get you.
Thank you. My arthritis is kicking in. There's a storm coming.
And then the unholy amount of hoppers after this street here.
I believe this is a Cargill train from somewhere. Because it's got ethanol, corn syrup, corn. Like that's ethanol right there loaded. And it's TAEX.
Well, if it's heading west, I'm going to take a wild guess and say Eddyville.
Eddyville, Fort Dodge.
Also,
what is that big junction out there?
Dayton, Ohio is the cargo plant that everyone's been talking about recently.
Why? They screw up?
They've needed a lot of help. Let's just put it this way. One of their pumps on the main jet is being held in place by a hydraulic car jack. The kind you change a tire with. And the joke around the plant was somebody goes out, "Hey guys, I found this random jack laying up. Where did you get that from?"
All right.
I got it from over. Put it back! Put it back!
Instead of fixing it properly.
Correct. They just up. That's good. Leave it.
Yeah. I felt this today.
As long as we're making money, it doesn't matter.
Correct. That's ADM's philosophy too.
You want us to change a coupler 6 times in 4 days? All right. Now my money. For those who don't know in the video, a coupler is a piece of plastic that has metal bands in it that connects a transmission and a motor so you don't blow them up. It's designed to fail. The more you know.
G.I. Joe. Great American hero. And knowing is half the battle, David.
Yeah. Yeah, these are what? Tillings?
Tillings. Concrete, some sort. This, you know, when we're on our way out to Boone, we go through, what is that, Grand Junction?
Yeah.
And we caught the train there. Well, actually, it was me and Ryan that day, I believe.
But we've been out there anyway.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that I think that's where this train came from, that spur line there. Because there's that big ethanol refinery there. And then just past that is that massive concrete place. Oh, the eastbound approaches. What do you think it's going to be?
Oh, eastbound.
Yeah.
I'm going to load, say, coal. Damn it, I'm thinking
Pick the one I was going to say.
That's okay, we can pick the same thing. It just means...
No, I dare to be different. I'm going to say an auto rack train.
Auto rack train going east?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are 7 that go through here during the day.
I think he's firing on 11 out of 12 cylinders on that guy. Sounds like he's misfiring.
5517 was your mid-train DPU on this manifest, destined for Bailey Yard. But yet, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see the whole train because our eastbound is on its way.
TR, that's a railroad. That IB.
It has to be, yeah. NASA, NASX, NASA.
Nice.
Oh, here it comes. Oh, I'm right. It's an auto rack train.
Dang. Well, you're lucky you got
Look at the new gondolas. New Trinity gondolas. There it is. 6223. Pulling the eastbound auto rack train.
It's not random. This is a stack train at the end of this manifest.
Huh.
Some pigs. I was gonna say, hey, it's a random box. Nope, never mind. There's more. Spit it.
Oh, a Burlington Northern auto rack.
Yo, what?
Yup.
I know for a fact you and me don't see those very often.
No.
Okay.
No. It's a rare. It's like that. The one time I saw the Southern.
Is that a brand new
Hourglass for
CPKC?
CP. Yup.
Brand new. Yes.
Brand new.
First
Brand
for
new.
me. First for me. Maybe you've
Yep.
seen one, but
Nope.
first for
Nope.
me.
That's first for me too. That's the
CPKC.
first car that I've seen with the new logo on it
With the
for
merger.
CPKC since the merger. Yep. Oh, we might have a second. No, it's in that.
Glad I came out, man.
Hey, it's the little things like that. This train is heading east on the Blair Fremont, UP Blair Fremont sub, which was the former C&W main line. Oh, there's another Burlington Northern. How rare. Two, though, on one train. We got very lucky. It's going to be a good night, David.
Another
It's going to be a good
CPKC?
night.
Nope, just
Nope,
CP.
just a CP. That's a
should be-
fallen flag car. It's a fallen flag at CP.
Yo, if this is a full unit
It is.
train,
It's a full. It's David. There's 2 that go
Auto
through
rack.
here at night.
okay. I was gonna say if this is the full unit train, of
There's
autos,
10 of them that go by me during the day. This
10
is
a day?
8 and 9, or 9 and 10. The 2 we'll see if we sit here long enough.
bi-level. So that one would haul trucks or vans. Most of these are tri-levels, but see bi-levels. Oh, it's larger.
Herbie.
Oh,
This one might actually have to watch because
is that P. Sherman, Mr. So these are all cars coming from like the port of Los Angeles or something, sure.
possibly, yeah. Or Mexico.
Oh, we got DPU meet right
6.
in front of
Yep,
us.
mid-train DPU and the rear DPU on the manifest. Distributed power meet. Watch, David. There's going to be a a C&W on this one.
Sure.
It'll be, yeah, it'll be not where the CSX is. It'll be on the end.
Oh, on the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same car me and you have seen a couple of times floating around. We saw it in Blair, remember?
Okay. KCS.
Sometimes the graffiti's cool. That was some cool graffiti on that car. There's
Low something level.
See, I'm thinking this is from the Ford plant in Mexico. Nope, CP, fallen flag. But don't.
Yeah.
CP, that's a fallen flag.
I said boo.
Oh, no, I thought that would have been it.
Is it yellow?
Yeah, it's yellow, and then on the end, it has the logo in the upper left corner.
That's an old one? Oh, it's well, it could have been the C&W, just repurposed.
All right, and here comes the end of our eastbound auto rag train.
Oh.
29th of September, Rail Fanning Adventures. All right, 29th of September. It's still 29th, right? Yep. And we have a westbound on the Transcon. Hey, it's the charging boxes. These trains from IAIS. This is Ryan's train. Here's the generator box. Look, that generator box right there is powering all these reefer units. I was trying to explain to the guys back home. Bruno, Scott, this is the train I was telling you about. So there's multiple reefer units in the 5-pack starting right here. Here's the generator, which is powering the one above it, these two right here, and these two right here. This train comes from Chicago via IAIS. Generator, electric.
The one, the car I just got.
Electric.
Foot scale.
Yes, the Braun. We'll see one. It should be in here.
K-line power pack.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's K-line and 1.
Well, speaking of K-line, I really miss the manufacturer. Oh, they make some great stuff.
I thought they were still making stuff.
I have a video to send you about the lawsuit flying out. What happened?
Who's getting sued, Lionel or K-line?
K-line.
They really do. He really does transfer all his boxes off his IAIS well cars onto these. I haven't seen an IAIS yet. Here's a power pack. The green means everything's working.
Double BPU.
Oh, this is a Mega then. power pack. These are electric reefer units. They don't run on gas.
So many watts.
The whole train. So all these reefer boxes are electric. They don't run on fuel.
Please don't lick the truck.
I took a picture of it for Amy. Amy likes that one. Now this is stuff from back east. CR England. Schneider. You know what I haven't seen in a long time? The On Track for a Cure 3-pack or the breast cancer awareness single well car. The pink ones.
I'm gonna find you don't see them very often, but the trailer for Hobby Lobby. Or yeah, my sister worked there, so I always like to see them before.
Spring Creek has them in HO. Yeah, new DTTXs, yup. Again, this is a westbound mega stacker. First half was from IAIS. Second half is from Chicago. Well, you might as well wait for the next two trains to move, the one right here and the one right there. You know the rules, can't leave on the green.
What?
Can't leave on the green.
What's going to happen? Is something going to spontaneously dust, like my shoe? Alright, here we go. Here's my left foot. Explode.
And as you can see, there's a eastbound that this train's passing right there. And there's another westbound just past David there on the left. So,
okay, I see him.
all right, Railfan Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska, 28. Yeah.
He's sanding.
Yeah. 66, 72, 5906, 50, 66, 29, 25, 78, 90, 85.
Nature. Manifest.
Here's your old Cargill cars.
Yeah.
Oh, that one still says Cargill.
Yeah, a lot of these different. I don't understand where these go because they don't come to the Blair plant.
I don't think they're using them for Cargill anymore. That's how you took the logo
These
off.
might be ours. I recognize some of these numbers. Yeah.
Well, it is heading towards Council Bluffs.
What the frick? What is that?
I don't know. NCRC. Look it up.
I'm doing a little research.
This is eastbound on the Transcon, Bailey to wherever. It might be Bailey to Council Bluffs, I don't know. There's a new TTX box. More old cargo car.
NCRC?
Yeah.
Nebraska Central Railroad Company.
Norfolk. That big cement plant that's there in Norfolk. Oh, there's the Missouri Pacific.
I'm gonna have to look at those numbers again. Whoa, look!
The malting company from Canada. Medium. So this train has literally been sitting here for just about an hour. Missouri Pacific gondola. It finally, the westbound went through. Look at, there's mid-train DPUs on this. As if they did not have enough, as if they didn't have enough power in the front. We'll just have 3 more units in the middle.
It's sanding. They're sanding again. Look, the sand. Out of the
7270.
There's no flag in it. What do we do?
Sue.
Yeah.
Eastbound on the Transcon. Heading for Council Bluffs. This train's going to Council Bluffs. Some of those cars are definitely yours because that BNSF stuff is going to come back the valley and go to Lincoln.
Well, somebody left the latch open.
C&W, Southern Pacific. Another Southern Pacific. C&W. Dow Chemical. This was a great manifest. Had a little bit of everything. All we need is a C box on here and it had everything.
Almost everything. I didn't see any flat cars, bulkhead.
This is true. Yeah. NASA. 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 And ladies and gentlemen, there goes our eastbound super manifest. And a guy on a bike. And now, that other train that's holding right there on the C&W line should get going. Alright, Ralph Fanning Adventures. We're still here in Fremont, me and the potato. County side of the house over to the BNSF side. Basically, we just turned around. Now that massive manifest got out of the way, our BNSF can head on the Sioux City sub. Northbound. Oh, don't tell me it's the ballast train again. It is. I caught this 2 days ago loaded going south. And now here it comes empty going north. And it gets loaded right in Sioux City. At that, we've seen it. Where the SDNI. Yeah, the DNI. I literally caught this train loaded going south 2 days ago. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you go on my YouTube videos and check the 27th of September, you will see this very same train heading south, fully loaded. Hey, it's funny. One car they didn't use. It still got rock in it. There's one car that has rock in it. Oh, that one too. I guess they couldn't get the doors open.
Well, I just found something. I don't know if they still have it in the roster, but it's the only one. Nebraska Central Tank Car.
I wonder what they use that for. Probably to hold fuel. They got a placard on it?
No. In fact, it doesn't even have a...
We should go to Norfolk.
It doesn't even have a spot for it. By the way, this was photographed in Grand Island.
I was gonna say we should go to Norfolk though, where their main yard is. Go to Norfolk in the main yard by that Y, and see if that tank car is near their car repair shop.
So Nebraska Central only owns...
Look, some of these have plows on them.
Where?
Holy crap! I just saw one. It has a movable plow in the middle of the car. Oh. It had a plow, David.
And their entire... There it is.
There it is. There's a plow. Look.
Yep.
And 7788.
That's a clean locomotive.
Yeah.
Wow, it's silver on the bottom too. Ah, like it's supposed to be, not black.
Northbound, BNSF, Sioux City sub, here in Fremont. And the potato! Wearing shocking. Real brand.
What this is?
September 29th now, right? We're in the 29th?
We're in the 30th.
Oh, September 30th. And we had another eastbound on the Union Pacific side of things. We had to spin around again. In fact, the BNSF ballast train is holding right there because they sent this one across the diamond in front of him. Which is kind of stinky because they made him wait an hour for that manifest to get off of it, and then they ran another train in front of him. And let's see what we have here. It's another manifest, and it is going 8418, 2550. It is going towards Council Bluffs, so we got another one on the Transcon line, heading east. Look, new TTX box. C&W.
Oh, that's old.
West Wyoming.
Where? Don't know where that is.
What, West Wyoming?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess and say it's a town in West Wyoming, maybe.
I'm gonna say somewhere in completely random, like South Carolina, because
right?
people do that.
Right. I live in West Wyoming, New Jersey, NS. So this is heading towards Council Bluffs, and then I'm gonna guess it's gonna go to Chicago at some point. Man, these graffiti guys really gotta start doing some good stuff. I'd like to see more portrait cars.
Hey, speaking of railroads, isn't Norfolk Southern the only railroad with an animal as its mascot, being a horse? Pretty sure it is.
I don't know, but you should Google that.
Union Pacific is based off unifying to the Pacific Ocean. It's a body of water. No, it's not. Chessie. CSX. Chessie.
Chessie Cat. Vershire. That's a TRLX one. Fort Smith. I never seen a TILX reefer car until now. That was a first for me. Norfolk and Western Bottom.
Yes.
On that coil car.
I have my phone ready because we never know what's going to show up.
I missed that scene. I didn't hit the button for that C&W box.
Sorry, you can go back.
Yeah. You know, because one day when me and you were like 80 or 90 and we're sitting around watching YouTube videos. Reading and Northern, bud. Reading and Northern. So we definitely know that this is going to Chicago. They're gonna go home. DJJ, they're going home. Yeah, this is East Coast stuff. Here comes all the food. Acme and ShopRite's getting their meats. We got Risk Park, Tillamook, Gooch, Scarborough Rough, Castaway Court. I don't think I've seen those cryogens before.
A little extra light for you.
I think tomorrow I'm going to be going to Verizon to get a new phone.
Brand new coil cars.
Oh yeah. They're the Trinity Rail ones, yup. What have we here? Missouri Pacific. C&W. Our mid-train DPU. Oh, a Katy Bottom. Katy Bottom! FCC Catalyst. I don't think I've seen that car before.
Bro, he's still blocking the signal.
Yeah. BNSF continues to wait. Wisconsin Central. Another Wisconsin Central. Illinois Central.
Oh yeah. Now this
Here
is
comes your
everything.
bulkheads.
Yeah,
Yup.
that's what I mean.
Wait, did you see any auto racks? This one didn't have any auto racks. Be cool. Yeah, we have fun when we're rail fanning. We get excited about stuff too. I mean, I see this stuff every day, all day. But yeah, I wonder what that was. I think that was an old D&H, Delaware and Hudson.
See those decals
A
that were
core.
scratched out.
Yeah, I think it was an old D&H, Delaware and Hudson.
I took a photo for reference.
New UP box. Your initials. Hey, it does have everything. Here comes Autorex. Now all we need is an intermodal or two and we're good.
Right.
Seriously, that's all we need is intermodal.
He still hasn't cleared the signal.
Nope.
What the frick is this thing? 4 miles? There he did.
At least.
The frick?
Oh, a Conrail, David.
Where?
Right here.
Got it.
That was an old one too. It was the yellow one. Sean Connehy told me that the yellow ones were older. For all of you who don't know, Dackman Production, Sean Connehy is a good friend of mine. He used to do our videos and stuff. And,
That was a spine car, intermodal car.
there you go.
It had everything.
We now had everything. There's even a rear DPU on this. Wow. That was 2 massive manifest trains. And 8956 bringing up the rear.
And an Acer.
And BNSF is finally getting to cross the diamond now that UP has stopped running their, 5-mile long trains. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. What do you think?
I don't even know.
Cold drag.
It's cold.
September 30th, Fremont still. There's an eastbound cold drag. And this too is heading to Council Bluffs. And ORX.
North.
You know they don't run coal down your line anymore since
Yeah,
that derailment.
That was the grade.
Yep. They run every single coal drag going east now through the bluffs to avoid that hill and that curve. Wow, this is literally every car is an NORX with that weird thing of sun on it. Of course, the westbound would start moving as soon as this coal drag got here. Of course it would. He couldn't wait 3 more minutes for this thing to get by. And watch, it'll be something cool, some kind of foreign power or something on it. Well, 6454 in new UP paint.
Well, at least this cold train's going
Followed by 6726.
manifest. Has to be, otherwise they're missing a buffer.
It might be just a unit of ethanol. Empty ethanol is going back.
I don't see placards.
I can't tell, it's too fast. What is that?
That's that Mexican, that eagle logo.
That thing was reflective.
It was
That was pretty cool.
good condition.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is a manifest. Oh, there's the nuclear waste.
No, those are scrap cars. They didn't have caps on them.
No, the first one
Oh,
was the
first one?
yeah, the very first one had the cap on it. Did you see a comment? The person's like, oh,
Oh yeah, the nuclear
I'm like,
waste. You don't see
I'm
that
like,
every day.
every Saturday or Sunday when they pull the 41 job. It's got a leak. Holy moly, it's a mega. It's a mega. 3 mid-train DPUs, 78.
Rear DPU, 2 leading locomotives for this train. Thanks for sneezing.
NSPX. Now, yep, 2 coal trains combined into one mega coal drag. And the westbound manifest behind it.
This coal drag is going fast enough that you can almost just kind of like get a good idea of what's behind you.
You know what I haven't seen in a while too? Wind turbine train. The last one we saw was we were chasing the big boy.
Huh.
And it was the head units.
We've seen an empty one in Havelock or Lincoln. We saw the empty one.
Yeah.
But not loaded. The last one I saw loaded that I can remember. I know. The
one with the big boy.
I was thinking
the high and wide load.
I was thinking the first one. Sorry, the first one I saw was out by Lions.
Yep, going northbound on the Sioux City sub.
And we've
This one's got this whole train is NSPX.
Yeah, we've seen the empty Boeing train, but I had want to see Boeing fuselages on the dang
We
cars.
need to get back down to Wichita.
Yep, or at least Kansas City. By the way, I'm so upset.
No, we got to go down to Wichita.
That 2 days ago, today's Saturday, 3 days ago, Wednesday, right through Kearney and came right through Omaha was the rocket booster, NASA rocket booster train.
I saw that.
I saw the post and I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna miss that. I got you.
I got it. It broke. Well, here.
I got you. And I was so upset.
It's very hard to open that with one arthritic hand when you're trying to video for all our awesome members.
Tripod.
Yeah.
Tripod.
Well, right now the stern wheel.
That was a short manifest.
That was a short manifest.
And there's the end of our coal train and the end of our manifest. So
that's the first time I've seen a mega train, a mega coal drag, with both trains having the same reporting mark on every car.
I want to say I saw something like that at Ashland, but maybe it was a couple cars off with BN on their coal train.
No, the Max one. Mid-America. BNSF one. That always says MAXX.
But those aren't megas.
And the OPPD one, the OMAX.
Yeah, but they're just not megas. They're just longer coal trains. This is.
And here's our rear DPU 6419.
That's just your
bringing
turbo?
up the rear. Yeah. All right, it's September 30th, 2023. Rail Fending Adventures, Carter Lake, Iowa. And ladies and gentlemen, this is one of my favorite trains, and I hope to one day model this train in its entirety. Because one, there's always a 70 Mac on it, one form or another. In this case, the rear DPU on this train is an Executive Grenstein that I own in O-scale. So, without further ado, this is the OPPD coal drag with these awesome OMAX blue coal cars. OPPD owns their own coal cars. OPPX, it's another one of the reporting marks. OMAX. I especially like the blue ones. I don't know what the power is on the front end. I was on my way home from rail fanning with David, and going over the bridge, I noticed that the rear engine on this is my Executive Grenstein. So They break this train up into 5 different sets. There's 4 stub tracks that I think hold 25 or 30 cars apiece. And then what happens is the front end power goes all the way down to the end of the lead-in track at the OPPD power plant and ties down, and the 2 rear DPUs tie down right behind this warehouse here. I've gotten numerous pictures of up close and personal with Acers and 70 Max here before. I definitely want to model this train in O scale. It's one of my favorite trains. I would love to model the power plant too. That would be really awesome. The rear DPs are approaching. I love these blue Omax cars. I think it's $85.99 again. And then the executive Grandstein. Yep, I was right, $85.99. I've gotten pictures of this engine before being here. And there she is, 9727, a 70 Mac, and then in executive Grandstein paint. Rail Fanning Adventures, Carter Lake, Iowa.